much. Vice Chair Durazo, thank you very much for your kind introduction. To the chair of the Democratic National Committee, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and to Donna Brazil, to all of the distinguished officers of the DNC, including my colleague and friend, former Mayor AT Ryback, and also the mayor of my home city of Baltimore, Stephanie Rawlings Blake. And to all of you, friends, it is a great honor to be with all of you here today. My name is Martin O'Malley. I am a lifelong Democrat, and I am running for President of the United States, and I need your help to rebuild the American dream we share. I love my country. I love my country, and I have carried a lot of water for this donkey. And I, for one, will not remain silent in the face of the lies, the distortions, and the racist hate being pumped out over the airwaves from the debate podiums of the once proud Republican Party. Now, as I'm sure all of you are aware, the Republicans held their first 2 debates earlier this month, and they will hold another in a couple of weeks. And you could easily have mistaken their debate for a reality TV show, like Survivor. But the difference between the Republican debate and Survivor is that one involves contrived challenges and oddball contestants on the very edge of sanity, while the other takes place on an island. But here is the sad truth that we must own. While the Republicans put their backward ideas forward before an audience of more than 20 million Americans, we put our forward-thinking ideas on the back burner, as if we're trying to hide them from the airwaves. Think about it. The Republicans stand before the nation. They malign our president's record of achievements. They denigrate women and immigrant families. They double down on trickle down, and they tell their false story. And we respond with crickets, tumbleweeds, a cynical move to delay and limit our own party debates. Four debates only, we are told, not asked before voters in our earliest states make their decision. This is totally unprecedented in our party's history. This sort of rigged process has never been attempted before. Whose decree is this exactly? Where did it come from? To what end? For what purpose? What national or party interest does this decree serve? How does this help us tell the story of the last 8 years of democratic progress? How does this promote our democratic ideas for making wages go up and household incomes go up again instead of down? How does this help us make our case to the American people? One debate in Iowa? That's it? One debate in New Hampshire? That's all we can afford? And get this, the New Hampshire debate is cynically wedged into the high point of holiday shopping season, so as few people watch it as possible. Is this how the Democratic Party selects its nominee? Or are we becoming something less, something else? Whatever happened to the tradition of open debates and a 50-state strategy? Now, their party's leading candidate scapegoats immigrant families. He launches racist attacks on entire ethnic groups of Americans to the delight of David Duke and other white supremacists. And our response is to limit debates? If all of this bothers you, it should. The leading Republican candidate the leading Republican candidate, talks openly about forced expulsions, taking away the birthright of American-born children, and we turn our Democratic Party into the appalling silence of the good. Silence and complacency in the face of hate is not an honorable option for the Democratic Party of the United States of America. We must stand before the American people and show them that we have a better way. It was in a series of debates that Abraham Lincoln first forged a new national consensus to continue our unfinished work of affirming the dignity of every individual and the common good that we share as a nation. Now, in an ongoing series of debates, the party of Lincoln is led by Donald Trump. Donald Trump, whose deep understanding of the law is such that last week he said part of the Constitution is actually unconstitutional. Donald Trump, whose foreign policy insights are, he said, based entirely on what he's seen on TV. Will we let the circus run unchallenged on every channel as we cower in the shadows under a decree of silence in the ranks? Or will we demand equal time to showcase our ideas, our solutions to America's challenges, and real leadership for real results? Let their party be led by a hate-spewing carnival barker. Our party must be led by compassion, by generosity, by a love and concern for one another, and a focus on our country's better future and the future we want for our kids. We must stand up, we must stand together and speak out for the ideas that unite us, a belief in the dignity of every individual, a belief in our own responsibility to advance and defend the common good we share as Americans. Make no mistake about it. These are volatile and fear-filled times in our country. This is no time for silence. Our party must not cower from this debate. We must engage in this debate, and we must engage in it nationally. The American people are smart, and they are smarter than these Republicans think. The truth can damn well defend herself, but she needs to be stated first. We must make our case. We must make our case, and we must let the people decide. Because we've arrived at a point in our history where wealth and power have been so tightly concentrated in the hands of so very few that it is literally taking opportunity out of the homes and the wallets and the neighborhoods of the many. We must show the American people that we have the better path forward. Our party must engage in this national debate. Republicans say Americans need to work longer hours. But as Democrats, we know we're all working harder than ever, and many of us are making less than before. We must raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour, pay overtime pay for overtime work, and pay women equal pay for equal work to move America forward. We need debate. We need debate. What are we afraid of? Republicans belittle teachers. They seek to outlaw labor unions, scoffing at the nerve of working people who would dare to bargain collectively for better wages. But as Democrats, we defend the right to organize and bargain collectively for better wages because we know that makes wages rise for all Americans. We need debate. Republicans talk about raising the retirement age as if Social Security were some kind of indulgence that the wealthy bestow upon the rest of us. Democrats care that there are 65-year-olds who get up every morning, they work in factories, finishing concrete, cleaning buildings. Hard-working Americans should retire in dignity, not in poverty. We should expand Social Security, not cut it, and not dismantle it. We need debate. We need debate. Republicans traffic in immigrant hate. They call for walls, internment camps, forced expulsions. Democrats understand the enduring symbol of our nation is not the barbed wire fence, it is the Statue of Liberty. We need debate. Now, my friends, I am not the only candidate seeking the Democratic Party's nomination for President of the United States who holds progressive values. But I am the only candidate for president with 15 years of executive experience as a big city mayor and as a governor, turning those progressive values into actions, turning progressive goals into progressive achievements. It's about getting things done, new leadership. It's about actions, not words. In Baltimore, together we save lives by reducing record high violence to record lows. Black lives matter. It's about actions, not words. As governor in the face of a national recession, I led our state forward, not back, to achieve nation-leading progress. We increased funding for public education by 37%, and we made our public schools the best public schools in America for 5 years in a row. We froze college tuition for 4 years in a row in order to make college more affordable for more families. Actions, not words. We passed the living wage. We raised the minimum wage. We expanded family leave and voting rights. We passed driver's licenses for new American immigrants, and we banned the sale of combat assault weapons in our state. Leadership is about actions, not words. It's about forging a new consensus. And therefore, in our state, we passed a state version of the DREAM Act, and we passed marriage equality. And when our Republican brothers and sisters petitioned those measures to referendum to try to kill them at the polls, we took our case to the people, and we won at the ballot. It is about actions and not words. I leave you with these thoughts. The great American poet, Gwendolyn Brooks, once wrote, "We are each other's business. We are each other's harvest. We are each other's magnitude and bond." Whether or not we make the American dream true again for all American families is up to us. Not about the big banks, not about big money trying to take over our elections. It is about us. It is about our party. I have put forward 15 goals to rebuild the American dream you and I share, one by one, policy action by policy action, each one reinforcing and complementing the other. Bold, progressive ideas, concrete plans, actions to make our country stronger. For only actions can make the American dream true again around the most important places in our country, the kitchen tables of every American family. The time is now to put these ideas and all of the best ideas of all of our fine candidates forward before the American people. The American people deserve it. Our service to the cause of our country's better future demands it. We are the Democratic Party, not the undemocratic party. If we are to debate debates, the topic should be how many, not how few. Because when the lights come up on our stage, we will speak to where America is going, not to where we have been. We will ask one another what we can do for our country, not what we can do against immigrants. We will speak to the goodness, the compassion, and the generosity of Americans. For ours is the party of opportunity. Ours is the party of the people. Ours is the party of our children's better future. So let us engage this debate. Let us make our case to the American people. And together, we will rebuild the truth of the American dream we share. Thank you very much. May God bless America, and may God bless our Democratic Party.